indoors. Morning all. April the 27th, birthday season in my house because it's my son's birthday today. So as always, loads going on. New doors going on everywhere. Andy's beavering away with some Booker's orders, getting the stock in.
Morning.
What are the new things? So, new Costa coffee machine, which is still to be programmed, but that is in. We've also got, for all the sort of soft drinks, snacks, crisps and that, we've got a new vending machine. The idea behind that is it's always nice to be served, but the idea behind it is trying to help staff time, you know, so we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it means, you know, people can just help themselves as staff and it saves someone having to be tied up, you know, like serving all the time. The boys are here to do the leaks, which is so good. That's awesome news. Other new things, we've got some new tables, new tabletops. We finally got them in last week. All the branding on, all burnt in, which is pretty cool. Bart's has done an amazing job. I don't know if you remember, when it's quite bright outside, which it is today, the screens are pretty washed out. So we were sort of analysing where, why, you know, and what we realised is that there's loads of light coming behind the screens and we put blackout curtains behind them. So you probably won't remember, but if you actually stand in the middle here, you can see this one's been done and this one hasn't been done yet. So you see how much washed out it is at the top. So we're going to get them all like this, and that will mean that during the day, even with the shutters open, it'll be a nice sort of vibrant colour on the screen. So it's all them little tiny touches. Now, I've got a confession to make. Someone's back that wasn't supposed to be back, and as pleased as I am to see him, I can hear a bit of growling going on in the corner. Now wait. Dave's lovely frames. And who, silly me, didn't factor the door coming in and cutting straight across them. So rather than having half a frame and me looking at it forever and a day, guess who's back redoing the frames? Right, Dave?
Morning.
I knew you'd be glad to see us.
Yeah, it's lovely to be back. It's obviously lovely to be back.
I thought your frames were so good,
yeah.
I thought we'd do them twice. Yeah. Nice. All right with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm going to have to paint over the other ones. Is that right? I did ask Dave if he could move them, and he just said no.
I don't want to be here when you do that, though. That's all right.
Yeah, we'll film.
I might cry a little bit.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. You do what you want to do, yeah?
Maybe there'll be so many holes in one here that we need two.
Maybe just put a curtain over them or something.
Yeah. What about your face over the top of the frame?
I'll work on that, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So, what's going on in here? Unit 16, even though it's the last week, there's still so much going on. So, Unit 16, we've got the two bays being fitted out. You can see there's turf now down. There are the projectors up already. If you spin round, you can see that we're having the banners tweaked as well, because they're still sort of pulling a little bit. There's still some bits of roof net that need going on. We've got a section here that needs doing. Can you hear the noise? It's people on the roof. Months and months of waiting, and hopefully on a nice sunny day, so there's no excuses, we're going to be sorting out all these roof leaks, so that's great. I also had, I'll believe it when I see it, but I had amazing confirmation that the internet people are going to be here Wednesday as well. So even though I just ordered a backup Starlink device, that then came back and said delivery in June, which is no use whatsoever, but hopefully the original internet system will be in place. But last week it could be, but loads and loads going on. I better build a website because that needs to be done too. But apart from that, there'll be loads of progress, and yeah, hopefully I'm looking at mid-May now for a bit of an opening. So fingers crossed. See you soon. Morning all. It's the 1st of May. It's actually day 165, I've been told. And you won't believe this considering the mess everywhere, but it's actually the last day of the build. This is the last day that there's supposed to be any workmen on site. You wouldn't believe it if you walk around and I said no one's here anymore, apart from us fluffing it up. But if we walk and talk and I'll show you what's been going on, but you can see there's stuff everywhere. We've had the guys from Southwest Greens that have totally rebuilt the hitting area. We've got some of the banners have been, a lot of the creases have been taken out. We've put sort of cushioning up on the steels that are up on the top. We've got the guys from Home Flooring that are finishing the flooring as we speak in the green room. So it's going to finish it off. We've got the guys from Gasp that are coming back today to finish the bays 4 and 5. We'll have a quick look in there because they're nearly done. So these are going to be predominantly the coaching bays, but they're still being calibrated and things, but so these bays are a little bit darker. There's no windows in them. It means if you're having a lesson inside with Sammie or Eugenie, then a little bit more privacy. Some people might prefer this with their mates as well. When they come inside, you sit inside this bay as opposed to, viewing from the outside of the other ones. But yeah, they're just about to finish these off. So we have 5 bays officially, but we'll wander through and show you what else is going on. So my faux pas with Dave's frames are no more because I've painted over them. But we've got them replaced over there. Bart's and Matt, as ever. The founders, the founding tradesmen who have done virtually the whole build. I'm just finishing with some trim around the door.
Last job. Second to last job.
Oh, there'll be more.
Not today, Paul, not today.
Oh, you got golf today, haven't you?
I've got lots on today.
Golf.
Golf, yeah.
Been making more tables. It's a surprise. Andy's beavering away behind the bar. Morning, Andy.
Morning.
Wherever you look, for the last day of the build, there's loads going on. Roger, more lighting for the signage.
It's a pain in the ass. I can't get away from this place.
You boys, be careful what you wish for, because when it's pissing down outside and you've got a shitty job, you'll be thinking of me and missing us, or you'll be ringing me and saying, "Can I come and play golf?"
When he comes with a smile on his face, I know it's not wind. I know we want something else done.
That's pretty much where we're at. For me to say it's the last day of the build is crazy because there's so much going on. There's so much mess still, but genuinely, by Monday, it's going to be a bit of a ghost town. We've come a long way in 165 days. If you remember those first, it's quite funny to watch those first episodes now when this was a bird shit ridden warehouse with nothing in it. Everyone that's been on site has done an amazing job. So the next, we're hoping now to open within 2 weeks. We're hoping for the website to go live next Friday, so that's the 8th, I believe. From that point onwards, people will be able to book bays, book the short game zone, book coaching with Sammie and Eugenie. So that's really exciting. I've got my work cut out because typically I've got to build the website because I've run out of money. But yeah, that should hopefully go live next Friday. Layla Nottage, who has been doing all of my social media and doing a brilliant job with it, is interviewing me next week. The website that comes out next Friday should tell you most of the things about how we're going to run with pricing, opening times, things like that. But if there's anything you want to know about the actual build, if you're thinking of a project like this and there's anything you want to know, nothing's off limits. Ask the question, put it in the comments, and I'll try and chuck them to Layla and she can ask me, and no holds barred. And as long as they're not X-rated, we'll try and get them answered in the interview next week. Apart from that, test events next week, some staff training in the next 7 to 10 days as well, and then just maybe Friday the 14th, first day of the PGA, second major of the year, the Caddy Club could and hopefully will be open, and we'll see you then. Cheers. Morning. It's day 171 of the 100-day challenge, so it's fair to say we've gone slightly over. It's May the 7th, and it's a bit quieter than normal. As predicted, a lot of the tradesmen have gone. I realised this week, because I've had to dig my tools out, because there was still quite a few snagging bits to do. But it's been a bit of an up and down week, to be honest. We'll have a wander. I'll talk and walk, because, yeah, most of the tradesmen are gone, but the bad things, I don't want to keep talking about the same rubbish things, but the bad things is I came in on Monday to be faced with a completely new flooded corridor, which I'd never even seen any water ingress before in. And it was all the way down here. This corridor here was completely full of water. And I was just like, oh my God, it's a new nightmare, because what's transpired is that all the roofing guys that had been working all week on the roof had been using effectively this channel on the roof to be walking backwards and forwards to get to the leak problem area, and had broke a seal along the whole of this edge, and water had flooded in after all the rain we had on Saturday. So it was just like, oh my God, living nightmare, a whole new leak, and the worst one ever, because it was the whole length of the corridor filled with water, and there was so much water in here that it all gone up the walls. But by the time I came in Monday, I could see a lot of it dried up anyway, because there was water marks on the floor where it had just been like completely pulled. So that was a bad start to the week. But what we've done is the other bad thing is that the internet, despite Virgin coming in and fitting their cables, I didn't realise there was like other stuff that still needed doing. So we're still without internet. So the test events that were supposed to be tonight and yesterday, we pretty much had to bin them, because whilst the Trackman actually work, they don't work in the same way once they're sort of fully live on the internet. So they've been the two frustrating things, but there's been some positives as well. We've used the time to completely clean up this area. We've put tables and chairs out. We've brought a few plants in. We've given all the greens like a real good clean up and sweep, because there was so much sort of like dirt and bits of fluff and rubbish and wood that had just found its way into there, because it was becoming the only area where we could store stuff. So we've given it a really good clean up, and it's pretty much ready to go in terms of, it's ready for customers. So that's really positive. We've had the hitting nets that is just for really practicing throughout the whole of your bag. It looks great, but we actually tested it out for the first time and realised that there was a few little areas that needed just tweaking safety-wise. There's like a steel that is at the back of the hitting net. And we realised the net was still a bit too close, and where the net was quite tight as well, the ball was springing off it. So we've added a few little safety bits to it with like a secondary net in front of the back wall. And whilst it doesn't look as good, it's 100% safe. So that's cool. So that's another positive. What this week looks like. So today we're supposed to be loads of people in testing, which are not here. Tonight we're supposed to have loads of testing, and that's not happening either. We were going to run a mock of the Caddy Cup, which is going to be our new 4-man team event that we're going to be running on Thursdays, but we've had to postpone that. So I might still have a few people in later to test it out, just to have a little play on the sims really. But we've got some staff training on Monday. That's a positive. The place is pretty much finished in terms of the build. Just operationally now, we desperately need to get open and to tell everyone when we're opening, but it's the $1 million question, because with no internet we cannot open, and that now is the big hold up. So fingers crossed we will get some good news in the next couple of days, that we get a date when that's going to go live, and then I'm still praying that by next Friday we could be open, but it'll be a big week ahead if we do, because we're a little bit behind now. But it's been a journey. It's run over a lot of time. It's run over a lot of budget, but it was always going to happen like that. But I'm happy with the overall look of it. We've had loads of people pop their heads in and see it and everything, and everyone's been really positive about it. I just hope it works operationally with customers and people just enjoy playing it, really. But fingers crossed, not too long. I know I keep saying that, but it literally won't be too long now. It has to be, otherwise I'm going to be busking in town, I swear. All right, see you soon. All right. May the 11th, and I believe it's day 175. Well, I've been told it is. I didn't know that off the top of my head. We've got the biggest week ahead of us, and I want you to meet some more of the team.
Hi, I'm Millie. I'm a new golfer. I've never played golf before in my life, but I'm so excited to start this new journey here and meet all of you lovely people.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm 17 years old. I play off a 1 handicap, and I'm really excited to start working here at the Caddy Club.
Hi, I'm Faye. I work next door in Futera. You'll see me in here some days helping out.
I'm Hobson. I've recently started playing golf and I'm looking forward to continuing my journey here.
I'm Caleb. I've known Benno for too long. I'm excited to be working with him at the Caddy Club. I'm more used to a football pitch than a golf course, but I'm trying to learn a bit more about it.
Hello.
It's been an awesome day today, meeting all the team.
Yep, and we've got a really busy week coming up, and we're really looking forward to getting opening, hopefully on Monday.
Very exciting.
Well, that's training done. Went really well. Everyone seemed really responsive. It's going to be a busy week ahead. I am going to try and open a week today. So 7 days, a very busy 7 days ahead. But yeah, that's it for now. Got to get my head down now, get all these last few jobs done. But yeah, that's it for today. Over and out.